I will crush those who oppose me, just like Mummy told me. My ambitions are cavernous, my motto is avarice. With loot I get so amorous, for gold I am ravenous. Bombastic, my statements sarcastic, my flow's pyroclastic, my legend's dynastic. Yeah, when I rise like Lazarus, my odor is always hazardous. Your skill is at best average, there's no way you can handle this. Notice your moves are atrocious, so quote this. Hopeless is what you are, now bow down to what you start. My voice like thunder, I leave the earth on the sun, so don't make a blunder, you be 6 feet under. You better hide under covers, I do what I want. Your feelings get hurt, step up girl, you better stay alert, or you'll be napping up in that dirt. Fortress and mullet, I'm putting in the work. I hope you like this room, cause now it will be your tomb. All your plans I will ruin if you don't play to my tune. I thought you were gonna dig deep. You sure didn't, must be kidding. Now you can't make a peep. Fortress civil in these streets, yeah. Pause for the call, from the windows to the walls. See, victory is not yours. I came for the roars of applause, and you're the main cause. Yeah. Victory is mine. Holy moly, underworld bully, I will crush those who oppose me, just like Mummy told me. My ambitions are cavernous, my motto is avarice. With loot I get so amorous, for gold I am ravenous. Bombastic, my statements sarcastic, my flow's pyroclastic, my legend's dynastic. Yeah, when I rise like Lazarus, my odor is always hazardous. Your skill is at best average, there's no way you can handle this. Notice your moves are atrocious, so quote this. Hopeless is what you are, now bow down to what you start. My voice like thunder, I leave the earth on the sun, so don't make a blunder, you be 6 feet under. You better hide under covers, I do what I want. Your feelings get hurt, step up girl, you better stay alert, or you'll be napping up in that dirt. Fortress and mullet, I'm putting in the work. I hope you like this room, cause now it will be your tomb. All your plans I will ruin if you don't play to my tune. I thought you were gonna dig deep. You sure didn't, must be kidding. Now you can't make a peep. Fortress civil in these streets, yeah. Pause for the call, from the windows to the walls. See, victory is not yours. I came for the roars of applause, and you're the main cause. Yeah. Victory is mine. Holy moly, underworld bully, I will crush those who oppose me, just like Mummy told me. My ambitions are cavernous, my motto is avarice. With loot I get so amorous, for gold I am ravenous.
Want to see some cool shit? Well, you're probably in the wrong place. You want to see a guy be a dumbass for several hours. We get you. Friends, how is doing? How is go? Tuesday. Hopefully good. Camera, please be working. Ah, you love to see it. You love to see it when you have to restart the fucking computer. And Logitech doesn't fuck itself out of existence. How's everybody doing? Director Scar, Paladin Jenny, Jasteron, Dark Lightning, AC the Rock Devil, the name I use, Fermented Weasel, I'm the Green Bean, Mirne 1116, dropping into the pool, starting us off. Love to see it. A couple of you having a hard time remaining on the ship until the proper cannonballing era. It's okay. You do you. You're doing your best. At the end of the day, I guess that's what matters, is that you try. Cannibal life from space is a bit tricky to coordinate. That's fair, I suppose. Can't argue with that. Can't argue with that, really. Seems like it would be. So, I did not think I was going to have free time days for a while. Well, with the moving this whole table and everything. But again, that's been delayed by a defective PC part. Life happens. Sometimes life happens. And you get a PC part that's defective out of the box. It's actually I think the first time it's happened to me. I've got like a core PC component that just was fucked immediately. I did not realize it was fucked for quite some time. But it's fucked, yo. So I had to send it back and hopefully I'll get a new one relatively soon, because I'm sort of limited on having a computer. I can't really move all this. Can't really do that until we possess a computer. Possessing a computer is an important part of making all this stuff function. Sometimes Newegg is cracked. Yeah. There was a fucking pin in the motherboard. You could actually visibly see it. Where the CPU sits, there's a pin that just looks like it's entirely not there. It's just, you know, there's all those little golden pins and one of them's just a hole. Like, well, that's not supposed to look like that. I'm pretty sure none of those are supposed to be holes. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be another little golden pin. It's okay. It's okay. Life happens. Get a helmet. / a good return policy. Who needs all the pins? You don't need all the pins. I mean, the CPU, there's so many pins. There's a ridiculous amount of pins. Surely the CPU can run off like 96% of the pins. Like, you know, you don't need all of them. I'm sure they don't have specific intrinsic purposes that cause some manner of issues, right? Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Superfluous, unnecessary, extraneous pins, whatever you want to call it. I was fishing Karen ones again. Ignore me. It's just very AFK, and it's a thing that I could just barely do in the background. Really, I have not played much. We have been doing a lot of stuff. Even around that, I have not had a ton of off-screen RuneScape advancement time, hence why I only fished like 500 carom ones. But that's okay, because we are gonna go do Slayer. it's gonna take a million years because our Slayer task right now is to kill 50 quadrillion fire giants. Official, actual number. But I want these fucking boots, so we're gonna do it. Before that, though, right before stream, I got something rather interesting we're gonna do first. Behold. I actually fished up a hard clue scroll. Does that show in my... What is my loot of Majigerator? Okay, no, I did. This thing is, like, I don't know how to use this. I'm apparently too stupid for the loot tracker. But I fished this up, so we're not touching Slayer today. Hey, shut up! First of all, it's a hard clue scroll, so it's almost guaranteed to just get thrown on the ground at a wilderness step. But, neglecting that, it's almost guaranteed to immediately fall apart to one of like 26,000 other things that could go wrong. So, don't worry about it. I have two of these now. We are fucking almost certainly not finishing
Welcome,
this. But if we do,
to the Squiddy Pool.
Oh boy, if we do. Good times are coming. Electro Soul, 27 months in the pool. You with the shiniest squidling. Guess depends on which pin isn't getting connected, but it's best not to try and just return it. Yeah, I definitely just returned it. What was weird, as a person who knows basically nothing about PCU parts or how a computer functions or what the fuck a CPU does or all the various million pins it sits on, the computer would turn on. I actually got as far as Windows installed. We got to the point of Windows we installed Windows. We never got it to boot beyond that. So it wasn't like instantaneous death. It was actually very similar, it seemed, to the problem I had with my old computer way back in the day when it would just randomly blue screen sometimes because I had the fucking chimpanzee power cables in the case and it didn't work at all. Anyway, this is a coordinate clue. I decided before I was going to pick it up on the stream, I would at least open it and look at it and see if it smacked of wilderness clue. But 6 south is definitely not the wilderness. So, I'm going to open the prediction with the knowledge that while I make this prediction here for chat to Gamba, there is probably a 60% chance that the prediction is just going to be canceled because they're going to hit a wilderness step. In fact, for hard clues, we could just gamble on wilderness steps, honestly. It might be a better poll to gamble on whether or not it was a wilderness step. That might be a better poll. But there is your poll, chat. Will there be a unique in this hard clue casket if we actually get to it? Unique is anything in the collection log. Firelighters count. Purple sweets count. It's in the connection log, it counts. That said, I was thinking if we get another so many clues deep and the answer continues to be yes almost literally every single time, I may posit to the chat whether or not we should exclude the shared tab on uniques. Because it seems the answer is yes far more often than I thought it was going to be. I thought maybe we're just lucky so far. I thought it was going to be a fairly even split, if not weighted towards no, but it seems like, seriously, almost literally every single casket is a yes. So, 6 south, 15 east. Hard. It's not one that we have, but it's not far from this. It's going to be South Karamja. Also, we know a dickhead of some variety is going to spawn because it's a hard coordinate clue. Pretty sure they always summon a dickhead. So, let's just... I already have the scimitar, I'll just pray and... Should probably put some armor on, I guess. Not this. Probably put some anti-dickhead equipment on my body. And bring an anti-poison question mark? No, not a super. Let's just bring a regular shitty anti-poison. This dude should die pretty fast. In case it's poison lightning wizard man. Think of having shared consumables, but decent step terms unique. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So it's not going to be terribly far from the Karamja shipyard. We're going to be vaguely close to that. It is 416, 60, and 60, and this is 611. So it's 2 degrees south and like 1 degrees west of the Karamja shipyard clue. It might be in or very close to Shiloh Village. I'd like to go to CKR, please. Oh, right, it's favorited. You know, someone explain to me, is favoriting a RuneLite thing? Is this a RuneLite feature that you can favorite fairy ring locations? Or is that just a default mechanic? Because I want to know, I just want to talk to either the RuneLite or the Jagex dev that decided that when you favorite a ring, it will no longer show up as a search result. I just want to talk. I just want to talk about favorites and the search function being completely mutually exclusive. Turn off RuneLite fairy rings to find out. Yeah, I guess we can just look at the fairy rings thing in RuneLite fairy rings. No, it literally all it seems to do is automatically open the search. Okay, so shipyard is here. We are... What was it? 2 degrees south, 1 degree east. From like here. It's probably like here. Vaguely here-ish, I think. Might be pretty close to this thing. Let's go over to the cave from the beginning of Shiloh Village. Don't bite me, you little dickhead. Didn't grab my shield, but we should be fine. I actually might have to yeet out because I forgot the Lightning Wizard. I can't fully pray him, which is the reason I was grabbing, you know, food in the first place. I should grab some food in Shiloh Village. I can't get the Shiloh Village from this side. Ah, fuck it. If I have to teleport, I have to teleport out. We're not gonna get poisoned, so I'm not gonna have like lingering damage. But I might have to leave. I forgot I do actually need food to fight this guy. But it's not like it's a terrible challenge to get back here if I need to. Hostile assholes down here. Why is Karamja just so hostile? Everything about Karamja is just unlimited hostility. Okay. Hello, lads. How are you this fine afternoon? Hopefully no jokers come punch me while I'm attempting to use my thing. I would like to look upwards, please. Not stare at the ground. I have to click this till it's literally all the way to the right, which is the answer every time. This is 5-3 south, 15-13 east. It's actually a lot more souther than this. Oh wait, it's 2 degrees south, not 1 degree south. Okay, so it's a lot more souther than this. Down here, perhaps. It could literally be in the Karazai jungle. It's not impossible. I'll also write this down while I have this open. That'd probably be smart. 6, 11, south, 15, 07, east. It's looking like it's going to be east of Shiloh. I was way off on that first guess. It's way souther than that. Dramatically more south there. There's fucking jokers everywhere. Okay, since I am right here, I guess I will go grab food. Because now I'm... Can I just walk off this? There we go. We're straight up right next to Shiloh Village. I'll just go grab food. Need additional southiness. Need a lot of additional southiness. And not actually, no, there were jokers over here. And this dude's gonna come be an asshole. Have you considered instead of that, not... Well, I've never been over there. There's some sick beats over there, actually. We unlocked a new song. Banjos intensify. What is the jungle version of a banjo. Yeah, a bunch of these fuckers. Because we know there's the desert version of the banjo, which is like that. I don't know what the hell it's called, but the triangle sitar thing. Is it a sitar? I don't think it's a sitar. That is just like that makes the desert music sound. You all 100% have played a video game for, or at least seen RuneScape. You know what the desert music sound is. That thing. Is there a jungle equivalent? Let me feed my stupid cat. Is that just bongos? Such weird beats over here. I feel like it's probably right here, but I'll check right here. Where are we? Yonder. He does not point at the ground, Cass. I feel like it's like this was engineered to make you click as many times as physically possible. It's not like it's randomly selected where its starting location is. It's just very, very wrong. 643, so 611 south, 51 east, a little more east. Yeah, it's like right here. Might be a problem because there's 50 quintillion jogers. Well, you fall all the way down the waterfall and spike your fucking face into some rocks and take 13 damage. That's some peak Karamja energy if I've ever seen it. How the fuck am I gonna dig this? Okay, you can't get in here. I don't know how I'm gonna dig this, dude. There's like 100 jogers. Okay. It's not random. It's not random. This always starts all the way to the left, and this starts all the way up or all the way down. It's like it actually just exists to make you click on this interface as many times as physically possible. Because the correct solution is always in this arc. Because that's the latitudes that the playable area of Gillinor spans. 6, 9, 15, 7. Oh, it's literally 1 tile south of this. Okay, so it's right here. Okay, so step 1. Mark tile. Label tile. Dickhead. I haven't fought him yet, but we know a dickhead's coming. Drink this. Pray this in case it's Lightning Wizard Man. It's Lightning Wizard Man. He seems to just come out of hard clues. Yep. Seems legit. Don't know why I bother wearing armor. I don't know if 10 Caramblons is going to be enough to kill this man. I'm pretty sure what spawns is just strictly delineated by difficulty of clue. So, like, hard clue is this asshole. Elite clue is Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. Master clue is the Cabbage Mancer, 12,000 Tron. Why? Why are you so accurate? I'm in literal full plate, and you're poking me with a knife. How is your accuracy so high? What are you doing with your life? Give me this fucking clue. So far, so good. Okay, clue, we're good. How's your blind experience so far? It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying that's in the wilderness, but I am saying that's definitely in the wilderness. There's like a 200% chance that's in the wilderness. That's not a could be a wilderness. That is like a guaranteed wilderness. That is peak wilderness energy right there. Is this a floor boy? The one thing I ask for the sake of saving time. Chad, is this a floor boy? I'm pretty positive it's a floor boy. Maybe I'm wrong, and we'll go investigate. Just go to the wilderness forehead. Could be Penguin Land. How east is it? Let me look. God damn it. Agility requirements are really just how agile you need to be to fall off a rock the right way and take damage and still end up on the other side. Okay, 24 north. Is a little more north than Fossil Island. 17 east is pretty much where we are. I'll just put east of Shiloh down for that one. So we're looking at like this General. Oh, what do you know? It's gonna be in the fucking wilderness. It's gonna be like right there. Not only is it in the wilderness, it's in the most wilderness anything has ever been. It's like it's vaguely in here. Yeah, that's a floor clue. That's 100% a floor clue. God damn it. Yeah, well, it's okay. Such is the fate of the vast majority of hard clues we'll ever see. That's Omega Wilderness. Don't touch me. What'd I just fucking tell you? It's not just a little in the wilderness. Super duper in the wilderness. I need to put that down in wilderness clues. I don't feel like I need to write down wilderness clues. It is immediately apparent that a clue is in the wilderness because it is a huge area that also has like pretty sizable bounds. Because this is like, I mean, I guess there's clearly something here. I don't know what the fuck this shit is. This all, I'm pretty sure, well, I guess it's not unplayable area. I just always kind of assumed there was a huge strip of unplayable area. But it's just stuff that I've never been to, I guess. It's not necessarily unplayable. There's 241 fucking agility shortcuts over here. And then the east side of it is just water. So, it's not like you're gonna be a little off. You can just look at the coordinates, gauge off what we have. If it's 19 to 25 north, and like 17 to 25 east, that's the wilderness. Like, it's a pretty solidly defined area. Get this shit out of my hands. I don't want it. End prediction. I think the prediction for hard clues should be, do we get a wilderness step? Not, do we get a unique? Because instead of that, delete and return points. We just never get to finish the predictions because there's a wilderness step every freaking time. Okay, so back to the thing that we were going to do today that was actually going to matter. That was not this. We're going to put all this crap in the bank. Take this. Take these. Every area is unplayable if you don't go there. Wise words. We're gonna go Booley Fire Giants. I do as the shiny rock commands. The shiny rock says we kill fire giants. The question is, the incredibly lazy asshole inside me wants to just go Iban blast them so it will go faster. The part of me that never wants to spend death runes, because death runes are for hoarding, not for using, doesn't want to do that. But you know, I'm gonna do it because I need to use death runes eventually. I can't just hoard them forever. I mean, I can hoard them forever, but we'll never do quests because I am just hoarding all the death runes. So give me that, give me this. Give me the deaths. Give me freaking expeditious bracelets because fire giants are gonna take 1,000 years. And what am I missing? Scroll and booties. Get my sick Nikes. Get this little scrolly thingy that technically has stats on it. Now, blast of the Ibans. Where do we want to go? Just in case I shit my pants food. Oh, he's a pizza. He's a careful one. We want to go kill fire giants. Fire giants are in a bunch of places. I guess it's not super important where specifically we go. They're in the Brimhaven dungeon. They're in that waterfall dungeon. I'm pretty sure they're in the catacombs of Kurind. If I go to the waterfall dungeon, a spider's going to eat all my prayer. Which is honestly fine because I don't care about that. But if I'm going to go that way, I need to bring a ROP to get into the waterfall dungeon. Let's not go all the way to the waterfall dungeon and forget a rope for the 500th time. Let's learn from experience at some point. I think that's it. I think that's all stuff I need. By the power of just big dick magic and these bracelets, hopefully this will not take too long. Hey, Deep Fried Peanut, how you doing? Is there a faster way to get up there? I guess Games Necklace, probably. Or I could just use the tree to Gnome Stronghold, and then I'm most of the way there. See, if I treat a Gnome Stronghold, I'll be here. And then I'll be somewhere in here. And then I hop down here, walk up there, do the stuff. Yeah, we take the tree. We take the tree. I went the wrong way around the clock tower, again, because I learned nothing from experience. So we'll run all the way around it, long style, and then be on about our business. These goals are not here for today. Today is not a goals and progression day. Today is an off-day RuneScape stream, where we're going to put this slider down here, and we're going to put this slider up here, and we're just going to fucking chill. Just gonna hang out. Hang out and do some stuff. What kind of stuff? Unclear. But it's gonna be stuff. I mean, what's very clear, the stuff is gonna be blast fire giants for probably like 2 hours. But that's not really the content, right? That's like the background radiation of the stream. That's the screen presence. RuneScape always lends itself to, I would say, ridiculous rants. Like, how do you walk up this? How do you just walk up this? How does that function? How is that? Where do we draw the line on what the RuneScape Pro Tag can and cannot walk up? Because there have been hills 1/10 of that grade that I apparently can't walk up. And yet, I can just run straight up that entire mountain and have no problems whatsoever. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's just like Skyrim. It's like Skyrim. You don't need a horse. I don't need no horse. I do what I do. Rap. Go. I'm the lassoing champion. There are no horses in RuneScape, so we have to learn to walk up 85-degree slopes ourselves. Hello, strange dungeon. The Clanker's Cavern music weirdly appropriate. Hello, please eat all my prayer. Because I just ran out of energy, thank you. Let's go ahead and do that prayer anyway. Yeah, they only do it once at least. Please fuck off. Still not fucking up. Still not fucking up. Do you not have better things? You know, these aren't as high levels as I thought. I might be able to just punch these dudes. Hello, sir. Blap. My cat will shield me. I never realized I'd never just seen a plain horse in RuneScape. Unicorns, yes, but no horses. Yeah, you know, it's something you don't realize omissions, right? You don't actively notice something that isn't there unless it's something you're expecting to be there, that you have like the active thought that you're looking to see it. It's a running joke, there's no horses. Is it? I hadn't seen anything about that until the Recipe for Disaster quest we did yesterday, where the weird little dragon fairy monster, I asked him for a noble steed and he said there's no horses, sorry. Is there really not a horse anywhere? Because there's like carts and wagons and stuff. No, stop. Stop. What pulls the wagons if there's no horses? Is it just a donkey-based society? Can you tame a unicorn? Is it functionally identical? Cows? I don't know, cows are pretty stupid, but horses are pretty stupid also. I guess that's true of both animals. Cows and horses are both exceptionally dumb animals. Now I'm curious if they're the same family. Are cows and horses the same family of animal? Is family the word I'm looking for? Google, if I just type, are cows and horses the same thing? No autocomplete. That's... Every time I Google something, the autocomplete results make me a little sadder for humanity. Are cows and horses the same thing? Is the first autocomplete. Yep, that's what I wanted to know. Huh. Apparently not. They are not. The distinction... Oh, we have our resident horse expert is chiming in. Never mind, I thought I heard a voice in the distance, but I guess I'm insane. I'm just I have a growing hallucination in my life. Were you napping? Did you stop napping to come give us horse facts? Well, I want those. Those are mine, thank you. That's because I'm not. So you want to give us some horse facts, Miss Girlfriend? That is what the internet says, yes. But the classification apparently is the number of toes that you have. And that horses have a singular hoof as opposed to cows, which are in the same thing as goats and deer and camels, who have cloven hooves, which is 2 of hoof. That's apparently the primary distinction is how many toe fragments your hoof has, which seems very random to me, but you know, such is life. Hey, well, no, you don't even know how to classify the animal if it had socks on. That seems like a really dumb way. How are you gonna make animal classifications that depend on you asking the animal to take their socks off? Like, I should probably take these steel bars, seeing as I'm currently very desperate for smithing XP. Probably stupid to leave these on the ground. I should probably take that in Soul Giant Head, seeing as prayer XP is a thing. It's nice. See you there, like this loot. Thank you. Anyway, the closest relative to a horse. Let's see if the horse wizard knows this one. Follow-up question, horse expertologist. What is the horse's closest living relative? That's a different species. It is not a zebra. A zebra might be up there, but it's not a zebra. She's thinking. Mental processing is happening. Come on, horse expert. It's not donkeys. I think donkeys are donkeys and cloven hooves. But it is not donkeys. There are one of 2 acceptable answers here. Yeah, this is one of the 2 closest relatives. That honestly, I did not think you would be able to guess one. That was why I'm asking. I brought curiosity. If this is a thing you know in your great thing of horse facts. Definitely larger than horses, I would say. Yes. Well, I think. To be honest, I don't know. I would assume that this animal is larger than a horse. It is actually a rhinoceros, yes. It is a rhinoceros. A rhinoceros and tapirs. Tapirs. Tapirs are very tiny. Rhinoceros was the primary answer. Are actually the closest living relative to the horse. And then there's a second follow-up question, to which the answer I am already positive is no, because I was just out there. Are there any alive rats? I'm telling you right now, that wolf, they are super asleep. I was just out there a moment ago, unless they have woken up since then. Well, that's not actually true. Dingus was being a nuisance. So you might win it on the dingus technicality. But yeah, apparently, today I learned the closest living relative of the horse is a fucking rhinoceros. There are no alive rats. The rats are all super asleep, so I want a refund. Is Dingus out? Dingus was just being a menace earlier. All of a sudden upstream. He ran out of gas. He ran out of gas being a nuisance. Unfortunate. Squid, you missed my rat summon? Yes, while I'm actively talking. Are you muted? Are you on a 3-minute delay? Like, hello? Hello? Are you in there? The rats are all asleep. Dingus was up when I was a little before streaming. I was out there, so I thought you might get a dingus. No, we just cleaned their cage out this morning. So they have all burnt up all of their rat energy exploring their new environment. To which I had one of the greater regrets of my life, which was not recording Dingus being a fucking idiot. It's not even being an idiot. He didn't do anything wrong. He's just among the weirdest animals I've ever seen in my life. So, rat, right? Rat. It's a tiny prey animal. It is the absolute bottom of the food chain. They exist attempting to not get eaten by predators. A wild rat spends the majority of its life trying not to get ate. So, typically I would imagine the heavy sleeper gene is not one that's very prevalent in a tiny prey animal. A fucking dingus. Oh my god. Dingus does not go to sleep. He hibernates. This rat enters an actual coma. We had to go clean their cage out this morning. Everyone was chilling. Other than Theodore, it was easy enough to just scoop up. But we had to go and collect all the rats out of the cage, put them in the secondary cage so we can clean out this main enclosure. Dingus is asleep in the igloo. We pick up all the other rats. Dingus is still asleep in the igloo. No alarm. Nothing bad. It's like, whatever, yeah, all my brothers have been abducted. So, you know, maybe that should wake him up. Doesn't. So I pick up the igloo off of Dingus to get to him, expecting the light of day to shine into his eyes because, you know, the light is on next to his cage. Pick up igloo, tiny little white ball. Tiny little white immobile ball sitting there. Just breathing. And I might have been a little concerned had this been the first time that this had happened. Hold on. Excuse me, sir. Let me pet my cat real quick. That cat sure does like to be pet. Anyway, back to the murder. This is kind of funny. So I reach in there just to kind of gently, like, poke him, like, hey, Dingus, you gotta wake up. We gotta get out of the cage. Nothing. Nothing. Petting him. Poking his ears. Gentle prodding. Nothing. The rat is dead to the world. Like, the rat is asleep. I got to, like, putting my fingers under him to scoop him, like, to physically lift him up, and got him halfway up spatula'd before he finally woke up and did the sponge guard. Whew. Unga. Sleep has been disturbed. What are the odds the amount of health I possess goes up if I go pick up this lobster instead of down? Hey, it didn't actually bonk me. It did go up. I figured it was pretty likely I could slap for more the lobster was gonna heal, but I wanted to do it anyway because it was funny. There it is. It drew me out like the asshole he is. But holy crap, I have never seen a small animal sleep like that. It's not even like the first rats that I've had. I've had two, like, double digits of rats throughout my life because I love them and they're great. I've never, and plus we had gerbils when I was younger. I have never, ever had a small animal sleep like that. What ring do you have on? Oh no, why did what the fuck? OBS freeze or? Oh, OBS is hard freezing. Well, that's probably bad. You shouldn't do that. Could you not do that? You're supposed to not do that. Thank you. But, you can tell. 2-dose strength potion. Alright, cool, we have tolerance. If you watch closely, Mancha, you can determine via the evidence presented what ring I have on. Is it unwise to not have a ring of life on? I mean, maybe, but But I'm safe spotting. I just put on the ring of Luigi's Mansion money vacuum. Because I don't have to go collect coins and I don't feel bad about leaving them on the ground. Because, I mean, what are the odds I'm going to die in a literal safe spot? I mean, my game would have to, like, disconnect on the tick that I was outside casting. And even then, there's a non-zero chance I'd still just win the fight. Gotta watch closely, listen vaguely in the background in case you up and talk. Fair enough. Yeah, I got the Ring of Wealth on. I usually do most of the shit with the Ring of Wealth. Especially once tolerance is gone. Because it'd have to be between me walking out and going back, which is like actually a tick. I wonder how much Boy. So. I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm pretty mad. If you have been around for some of the chronology of the Cassandra adventures, you might know why I'm mad. If you have not so closely followed our journey, you might be wondering, that's a free 15k, what could you possibly be upset about? Let me fucking tell you! How many fire giants I killed trying to get that drop! Because I was pretty sure they dropped it. And I gave up. I literally gave up after, like, I don't know, 400 to 500 of them. I gave up, assuming that I was just wrong. And that it was only because I know that loot tables differentiate between monsters of different levels, and sometimes monsters in different regions, even like in different zones that are the same monster, have different loot tables. And that it wasn't these fire giants. It was only the other ones, the Catacombs fire giants, which I did not have. Okay, thank you, level, but I'm curious as to why leveling up why did leveling up convert my attack click into a walk click? That's weird and could be dangerous, and it's good to know for later. It's knowledge, and I'll file that away in the old noodle. Remember dying in a safe spot back in the day because dangerous random events still existed? Imagine just the concept of playing a hardcore Iron Man while random events could still kill you. The actual potential for suffering is limitless. How new is hardcore Iron Man? I suppose the direct question instead of the circumventional question. Which happened first? Hardcore Iron Man existing or dangerous random events being removed? Was there a period of time where you could be a hardcore Iron Man but random events could still murder you? Was there overlap in there? Oops. Because that seems freaking... Oh, a gemstone. I should fucking like the rank 1 Iron Man dying to... I don't know a dangerous random event. Why is OBS freezing? Stop! That's weird. I don't know why it's happening. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know what's going on. This is a new problem. I have not experienced this problem before. It's not like I'm dropping frames or anything. It is the program that is the streaming software is just freezing. I don't think I've ever in my life had that. Like, OBS has caused me a large amount of grief in the decade I've been streaming, but that's a new one. Come over here. Oh, never mind. Let me take you through your nose first. Thank you. Hiya! Oh, my suppressing fire didn't work. Why can't I move? Oh, because a rat took my spot to hold me there. Child me didn't understand that hill giants could be safe spotted because they weren't a single tile enemy. Well, I still don't understand entirely how getting people stuck on like on corners works. It's just something that happens sometimes at random. Obviously, there's a way you can consistently engineer that, but I don't know what it is because all I have to go off is what I have discovered. Oh my god, this rat is actually gonna kill me. Like this rat being here is gonna surprise kill me. Kill that rat. Go get him. Fuck him up. Get in the business. You're garbage. Your entire lineage is garbage. You let me down. Random events and Iron Man did not overlap. Fair enough. I would guess dangerous random events are probably one of the first things to go. Once... Well, I don't even know that's a statement that I can say, because I don't really know that... Obviously, I wasn't around for the beginning of Old School RuneScape. So was Old School RuneScape initially introduced as... Here is this game, it's RuneScape from 2007, but also we're gonna have polls to add things? Or was it originally more of a classic WoW kind of situation? Where they were just planning on throwing it out as it was and not touching it, it just was gonna exist and generate passive income? Was it from day one always intended to be like added to and changed, or was it originally supposed to just be like an old private server? I don't think random dangerous events were ever in Old School RuneScape. I don't know. I just had people tell me that random events used to kill you. I've just heard that. I don't know of this. Excuse me, sir. There we go. Squid stream without technical difficulties feel like a snow cone without syrup. It's not really a compared thing. Hit a vote counter. The more people who wanted Old School RuneScape back, the more support it got. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That doesn't super answer my question, but gives me some more information to sort of contort my brain matter around. This is not a short task. Which is why we didn't want to do this the other day, by the way. We didn't want to do this last time we were streaming RuneScape. It's not because I'm avoiding Slayer, it's because it's a really long task, actually. So Iron Man mode didn't originally exist at all. Someone had told me that Hardcore Iron Man and Ultimate Iron Man were a newer thing after the community was clearly interested in doing that. But like Iron Man full stop is sort of new. Is that what you're saying? There wasn't originally Iron Man at all? Kind of interesting. Iron Man used to be a thing people just did by honor code. Neat. What does a rune arrow elk for? Not that much. I was curious if there was... Look at this. Grimy Terraman? Oh, get that shit out of my inventory. I don't want that garbage. Where'd that go? Get that out of my... Wait, no. Keep that. Get this out of my life. And then zap this guy. And then run over here and don't try to zap the rat. Just run away. So it used to be a thing people did by honor code. That's interesting. That's kind of neat, though. A lot of the ways that new features and new stuff have evolved in Old School RuneScape, starting as just general community challenges. So obviously it had a big enough of a following. There was enough people that were interested in the concept that it became its own game mode. That makes you wonder almost if they're ever gonna add... Because the new big thing now is all the Super Snowflake Iron Mans, right? Which I know is somewhat ironic as... hello, sir. That is a sword. Thanks for the small amount of money, I appreciate you. Now that this is the Super Snowflake Iron Mans, if they'll ever add, like, the rainbow helmet customized Super Toggle Man, where you can set all the parameters of your own adventure for some reason. Who was a psycho that Ultimate Iron Man by choice for was an option? Apparently, I mean, if it became an actual thing, there definitely had to be enough of a community behind it to be implemented because, I mean, the engine work meme exists for a reason. It's because this game is coded on a 20-year-old pile of overcooked spaghetti, unironically. And it's incredibly hard for Jagex to make even the simplest changes to the game. Because the code base is such just literal dog shit. So even setting up something on the surface as simple as Ultimate Iron Man was probably a pretty big investment. So there had to be a good amount of support behind it for them to add it, I imagine. Which means there was a lot of psychos who just swore off the bank for some reason. Old school RuneScape Iron Man's smartest thing. WoW Iron Man. WoW Iron Man's not a thing. WoW Iron Man's not a thing. WoW Hardcore is a thing. But WoW Iron Man is not a thing. It's not applicable. Pretty much everything that you receive in that game is already your own stuff. Like, the game gains 0 added difficulty. It's just World of Warcraft, but I'm not allowed to do the parts of the game that are fun. Like, nothing that you're doing is actually harder. That's not a thing. Hardcores are kind of crazy, though. I saw there was a guy... I know I feel like it's weird that we sidetrack into World of Warcraft talk half the time that we're streaming RuneScape, but I mean, I know World of Warcraft and I don't know RuneScape, so the amount of RuneScape I can talk about is limited to some extent by being this far into the game. And that's my knowledge base. I don't have more than that. Melee range staff. But there was a guy somewhat recently who started trying to do no-hit, like actually no-hit Classic WoW. Trying to level from 1 to 60, solo, never taking a point of damage. And I think he got to like 57 or something. He got out of 60, if you're not familiar with WoW. He got pretty close. He got pretty fucking close. And then he pooped his pants. Just pooped his pants. 65 fishing, nice. Where's my fishing these days? I realized the other day I was relatively close to being able to catch sharks, which is why I've been doing the carom ones as a lot of my off-stream, just like filler farming. So if I get this to 76, I can just do shark things. And we can go back to Trailblazer League, basically. Previous piece of music to RuneScape's incredibly fitting. What was it? I'm honestly, like, the music is background for me. I'm just casually jamming. I don't actually know what the last song was. What causes failure, player unluckiness? I don't know. I didn't like... It's not something I was following or anything. It's just something I tangentially heard about via playing a lot of Classic WoW. So just like occasionally being around the community. Oh, it was Cuphead. It was a Cuphead track is what it was. I know what it was. Sounds incredibly dull to take literally 0 risks. Not necessarily. You know, obviously, you're trying to minimize risks. But there's a lot of safety nets. Oh, you're not dead. Hi. You may punch me once. There's a lot of safety nets in WoW. He was playing a mage, which means not only... Doesn't work with these guys. Usually with monsters, if I throw a spell at them and then run to loot them, they're doing like the animation and they can't hit me. It doesn't work with these guys. I'm not really sure why. There's obviously some amount of a mechanic under there. But both your normal fighting rotation involves keeping enemies from touching you pretty much ever. You have 27 backup buttons to not take damage in the event of something going wrong. And additionally, he has not one, but 2 different overshields which are not taking damage because he has an overshield. I feel like I probably should Ivan Blast my entire way through this task. I want to because otherwise it's going to take really long. But I think it's just going to cost way more death runes than it's worth. Because we're not even halfway. We're like a third of the way through the task, and I've gone through like 500 death runes already. At some point, we gotta look at the like how many cats is the Slayer task worth? Fire battle staff. What's gosh? Get some dollars in here. Let me finish this inventory, and I might come back. I wonder how viable range is going to be. My range is still bad, but it's not the atrocity that it once was. It's just bad now. Instead of atrocious. Because with melee, I'm going to have to leave a lot. I don't know. These guys don't seem to be wildly accurate. And that's true. I have gotten a lot of money. This is 15k. This is 9k, so we got like 24, 25k. We've made 25k. We gotta look at this from an economical kind of viewpoint. We've made 25 grand, and we've spent, I don't know, 400 or 500 death runes. I gotta see how much. I'm pretty sure I can buy death runes at the Mages Guild, so I really need to see like how much a death rune is. Because now that I can just buy these, the question is a matter of time is money, friend. Is the time I'm saving with the massively increased accuracy and the what seems to be wildly overpowered Ivan Blast compensate for the amount of money that it takes to power it? I don't understand the balance of this spell. This is just, it's actually crazy. Like, this magic just hits everybody. This thing can hit 25s on people. With the Tome of Fire, it costs me exactly 1 death rune per cast.
Welcome, Squidling, to the Squidding Pool.
And I can just do this shit forever.
Damn, him old as fuck.
Max Wiener, my guy, 80 months in the pool. You were the shiniest Squidling. That is a long fucking time. Like another longest bone. You were the shiniest Squidling. I'm directly converting money into less time I spent on a Slayer task. Which, I mean, it's the same argument with the Expedition's Bracelets in the first place. Which is like, but like this, is this spell not super overpowered? Like this, it's actually wild. It's completely insane to me how much damage Ivan Blast does. I mean, obviously, in the grand scheme of, oh yeah, max gear with the raid sword, I hit people for 93. I'm like, that's cool. I'm not that. I'm a 1300 total level dingus Iron Man that doesn't know what he's doing, and I have a stick that hits people for 25. Like, this seems insane. Ah, you little bastard. Ah, you didn't hit me, you suck. This seems insane. Like, I couldn't... If I picked up a magic short bow or whatever is the best thing I could use right now and put on all blue dragon hide, which I'm pretty sure I am not wearing the mage equivalent of all blue dragon hide. I'm pretty sure I would not be doing anything close to this. It makes me wonder if... Because every time I go into Pest Control, really, is the place... Pest Control is the place where I get to see people who have cool stuff. When I go into Pest Control, and I see all the crazy shit people that are like 80 to 90-ish combat or wielding, I feel like there are melee and ranged equivalents of this that I just don't know about. And this is the only one that I happen to have is Ivan Blast. And there are similarly powerful equipment for the other combat styles that I could hold and run just as much of a fucking train on people. But this just popped out of a quest. What I don't think I've literally ever had a ranged weapon come from a quest. I literally do not think I've ever received a ranged weapon from a quest. And what melee weapons do we have? We've gotten from a quest. We have Silver Light. I have a bunch of random melee weapons, actually. But we have the Camelot Sword, which is Excalibur, for people who aren't complete idiots. I guess I guess the dragon weapons, actually, the whole dragon weapons legally count. We have to do Monkey Madness with the Scimitar. But the Scimitar is nowhere near this effective. Even if I'm drinking like a super attack and a super strength. But I guess it also does not cost liquid money to power. So it's also not fair to be comparable. And if I was shooting, it's like for a death rune. If I was shooting rune arrows, which could possibly be the equivalent for a ranged build, I might actually be as effective with ranged. Huh. I don't know. It just seems like being able to hand out 25s left, right, and center for the power, comparably, what feels like a low investment seems crazy.
Welcome, Squidling.
I don't know.
to
Stab
the
just seems
Squiddy
wild.
Pool.
Swordidum! 16
Still
months.
here, still watching, still lurking.
Glad to have you, my friend. Still tons of support for the channel. You were the shiniest, Squidling. There's also the chance to be shot multiple times. That's true, actually. That's true. I have that thingy. The Draenor Manor chicken magnet backpack. Which means that I don't always lose arrows. You little bastard. Drop belligerence. Well, I guess that's the Ethelast Cannonball and go home then. Well, let's try it. Let's get a good comparison here. I'll get the best range gear my garbage ass has access to, and I'll be shooting mithril arrows, though. It's not a fair comparison. It's like 2 tiers down from what I could be shooting. I mean, these guys are literally dropping rune. So they're dropping fuel. Wow. Holy shit. Okay, Rop. Wow. Alright, so let's say we spent 600 death runes. I don't know if that's accurate, but let's say we spent 600 death runes. Let's go to your Neil. Figure out the operating cost of this setup here. See this shit? Do you see this shit? I killed 500-ish. Like, literally 500 fire giants. Before I gave up. I got 2 in 50. That's a dickload of rune arrows. It's like the fire giants don't get powered on. I was gonna say it jokingly, but it might actually be a mechanic. Don't answer this, because I'm having a thought. My brain gears are turning. I'm thinking with my head meat. Does being on a Slayer task change their drop tables? Is that the point? Is that what Slayer is for? I feel like, if accurate, they would like advertise that as the point of the skill. But I mean, while our sample size is relatively small, boy, they're not dropping anything markedly different, but they sure are dropping a lot of shit. Oh my god, Cat, you are the neediest little 200 death runes. They're dropping a lot of shit. Most I'd like to speak with you about your weird little scully rocks. What you got? Okay, so this is gonna be a bullshit price, but just hypothetically. Like 200. So, I mean, they obviously a bot just came through here, so I'm gonna guess like 200-ish. is what they're supposed to cost. Sorry, you've clicked on the wrong wizard? Yeah, I have discovered that this store is incredibly botted. Maybe it's not botted. Maybe it's just a thing people do for money. But oh my god, it's so annoying. So let's say 200 is probably what they're supposed to cost. So 200... Is it a bad sign for the state of RuneScape that I just assume everything bad that happens in this game is the result of bots? So we'll say I blew like 120 grand. Like that's a lot. 120 grand's like 12 money triangle runs. We made back 30. We made back like 40. So we spent like 80. 80k. Does not seem like a spectacular return on investment. So it is expensive. It is pricey to blast them with the fuck off money laser. What difference is there between now and the last bout of gratuitous fire giant murder? I'm on a Slayer task. Seems to be like the big market difference. How much Slayer XP have we gotten? 10? 6k. We actually might get another layer out of this. Another level, rather. Okay, so put these in the money pile. Put this in the money pile. Put this with the rest of the long bones. I think I have, yeah, I've gotten like 3 of these. It says it's a construction bone. So I'm going to assume that at some point these will be used in construction. So I'm keeping them. Also, there's nothing else to do with them. So I'm keeping them. They don't seem to be super valuable, so I'm guessing they're not incredibly important. Put away all the stuff. Let's grab these and chisel them while I'm here. Hello, sir. I would like to chisel your stuff. Long bone is long. MMO being to suck equals bots, that's usually the case. I think it's... Like, I get it, I guess. But I think it's really weird that Iron Men have to pull from the same store as everybody else. Because surely that can be manipulated. It just seems like a fairly obvious thing to just make Iron Men do their own thing and just circumvent a bunch of problems. It's weird that Iron Men buy and sell to the same store as everyone else. It's also weird that things that are intended to be like a reward or a perk of the guild is so restricted because it's the same thing for everybody. It's like you don't really super get the benefit when the bots constantly keep the supply at 1. Okay. Oh, I got this thing the other day, too. I have no idea what it is. I put it up here so I'd remember about it, and then I didn't notice it until just now. I know I usually go in the Kurend hole for demons, and they dropped one of these thingies. Then the examine text did not help me at all. I have no idea what this is, but I have one. It has a 1 next to it, which tells me that it is a thing that I am intended to have a bunch of. It is a stackable thing, is usually what that means. But I have an ancient shard, which I assume I will find a purpose for someday. So, science time. Let's go. God, I don't want to shoot rune arrows at these dudes for the sake of science, so I'm not going to. Take you, Shortbow. Take the Myth Boys. Take the world's saddest range equipment. These gloves. My Nikes get to stay on. This gets to stay here. I'd rather wear the Expeditious Bracelet, so these can go back in. Besides, I have a higher level of these now anyway. Am I missing anything? No, we're good. Alright, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's do it again. Did the Nikes stay on during Slayer? What else am I gonna do with them, dude? Bring like 2 camera bonds for backup emergency food. And I'll go fairy ring up there, it's a little faster. It looks that shard, it's old. It's ancient, in fact. And it feels quite powerful. Also, it has no GE value, which means it's soulbound? Which is interesting. It's very interesting Because it is incredibly rare for things to be soulbound in RuneScape, but no GE price means it's soulbound. Which is a, Soulbound is always a bit of a squid crayon moment. Because I have to ask, why? For whence are you soulbound? Take me to Mistalin, because I think that's the closest one to a tree. This is like a 41-step process to get to this fucking Gnome Stronghold. Let's go. While bots making resources stores and public chat a giant pyramid scheme ad board is annoying as hell. Honestly, the worst problems in all these games seems to be from money-hungry, uninterested developers. You mean just MMOs in general, or you mean RuneScape? If you say these games, it tells me you're to MMOs in general. Soulbound's either worthless or uber powerful. Soulbound isn't like you can't sell it. You have to get it yourself. Soulbound is the WoW term, which is what I know. I always fucking say disenchanting for this too. Like, I always refer to the pile of things I would like to alch as my disenchant tab. Again, I know WoW, I don't know RuneScape, so my brain defaults to WoW terms. Soulbound just meaning that you have to find it yourself. And in a game where it seems like, well, I don't know, actually. The further I get into this, the more stuff does seem like it's sort of quest limited. Like, Ivan Staff is nuts, and that's a quest reward. The Dragon Weapons all require you to do a quest. I had the impression that you could just buy all of your equipment, which was one of the strangest of all the weird things in RuneScape. I don't know if I'm feeling the bees right now. That was one of the things I thought was the weirdest. Starting RuneScape is you can just get a huge pile of money and go to the store and just buy all your end-game gear. But it seems like a large amount of it is actually at least quest locked. And you can't just purchase all of it, but you can purchase a lot of it. I can wear my blue jeans now. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you Cheddar. My bad if butt dialed you. I was, go about your day, enjoy your fairy business. I'll be back later. I'm also, I think, one combat level away from being able to use the new Slayer Lady. Because it was weird, because there was a very small gap. Let me find the Slayer people. Yeah, it goes 3, 20, 40, 70, 75, 100. Oh, there's an 85 in there. I guess they just kind of slow down as you get higher. But like, 70, 75, 85, I guess they just get closer. Because combat levels come in slower, I guess. But like 70 to 75 is a really weirdly small gap. So I'm gonna do like 4 tasks at Cheddar before I move on to next lady. Who I believe is Blue Mountain Chick. The Mount Karul Slayer Master. Excuse me, lads. No touch, thank you. Alright, so... was it a lucky first strike? Or are they not super... yeah, see? You see this? This is the main thing. It's not even the hitting 25s with the Ivan staff. It's the fact that everything is so weak to it. Like, you hardly get any zeros coming out of that business. Whereas 1 in every, like, 5 arrows hits this dude. I'm aware that the gear, like, my weapon is not comparable to an Ivan staff. But I haven't found any ranged equivalent, any nice, like, fancy ranged quest gear. This does shoot real fast, but I definitely am pretty sure we're taking... Is 10 times as long to kill a guy an unfair estimate? I feel like 10 times as long to kill a dude is kind of accurate. Maybe that was just a really unlucky string. Or maybe that was just a really lucky string. I'm hitting like 1 in 3, it seems like. Maybe 50-50. That'd be more than 10 times. I'm trying to be conservative. I'm I'm trying to give the Ivan stat the benefit of the doubt here, but it kind of seems like it. Yeah, it almost feels like it's more than 10 times as long per guy. And I'm still putting resources into it. I'm still burning mithril arrows. I'm not. It's obviously not nearly as much as pissing death runes away. The $1 million question is: are we actually just better off meleeing? You gotta come out. You gotta come out, buddy. Oh, he's stuck on the spider. Okay. This is a little awkward, and I will say I'm not happy about it for that reason. Not entirely sure how to handle that one. So we'll just... As long as everyone in the room is still pissed at me because I haven't stood here long enough to become one with the fire giant people. That dude being locked in baby jail by that spider is a pain in the ass. Maybe that first guy was unlucky. We gotta establish a sample size. Do some science. Do some discovery. Learn a little bit. Definitely takes way longer to kill him with the bow. You guys remember the ash giants? From what? From RuneScape? Because I definitely... Oh, Strange Aeons. Yeah, I was like, you're gonna need to give me a second point of reference on that one. Vaguely? I thought the fucking fire giant was meowing. I was very confused for a moment. Aha, you are free, my child. I very vaguely remember the ash giants. I'm gonna admit, not really. I remember... They were in the desert. I made you fight a scorpion. It was the hunt for Neruzavin, right? It was that whole arc where you were trying to find Neruzavin. I very vaguely remember the ash giants. They all have Ebola, and if you touch them, you get skin cancer. That's about what I remember about the ash giants. Hello, good sir. You could definitely have some fire giants. I am not doing this fast. He's obviously like much higher level and probably has a range level that is dramatically higher than 50. I want a crossbow back. Crossbows just generally felt like they were way better than bows. Crossbows felt like they were strong. Just needed the sapphire. Heal the spider for me, thank you. I don't want to deal with the spider. Love of the giants is like, well, crap, that guy has an escape route. I guess I'll just... Well, they can't fit in here. He's too big. Look at him. Never fit in this hole. Look at those broad, masculine shoulders. And that incredibly, disproportionately tiny ass. He could never fit in here. I'm protected. Protected in the tiny hole. Wait, that far off the crossbow? I mean, I could get a crossbow. The problem is, I only know how to get runite limbs. He just exploded? Did that dude just, like, switch to magic for a second? Or is that guy using detonating ammunition? Am I crazy? I thought that dude just fucking exploded. Another sapphire. Get Jim. I could touch this guy, but I'm not gonna be able to kill him before this dude respawns and start punching me in the mouth. So I just gotta wait, I guess. It's gonna slow me down for a minute until I get the tolerance. Shoulders so masculine and manly, I bet he never saves spots. He probably doesn't on account of he's a fucking giant. Can I stand back here, maybe? No, because this guy could get there and hit me. Yeah, crossbows does just feel like it's generally way better than a bow. But again, I only know how to get Runite limbs, and that's because they just drop off of metal dragons. There's probably... We could apply Dwarven theory? I don't know that it'll work. But we could apply Dwarven theory. When I needed an iron bar, I killed a bunch of dwarves. When I later needed a mithril bar, I killed higher level dwarves. That worked in both cases. I know Runite limbs come from steel dragons. Therefore, transitive property. Iron or bronze dragons might drop stuff for a lower level bow. I don't have much stuff actually. But higher level dragons? No. Lower level dragons. Am I tolerant? Are we cool? Have I been here long enough? No. This guy might get stuck on this chair. I think if I shoot him right here, he'll get stuck on the chair, right? He should just stand right there like an idiot. Now he goes down the corner. It didn't work at all. Didn't work at all! I thought he got stuck on the chair! He just walked around the chair! You can't be smart! That's not how RuneScape works! You just have to stand on the backside of the chair and let me bully you, dude! That's against international RuneScape law! I don't want to see you walking around the chair like you don't have a brain! It's bullshit! I'm a dickhead! He's stuck behind the rat. Damn it, this giant has at least one brain cell. This is his home, he knows how the chair works. Oh boy. Looking at old school RuneScape draw table 60 sadly entire existence of smithing. Yeah, I mean, it's a solid point. I'm trying to theory craft how to get an adamant crossbow, and not 1 second of that thought is, oh, I could smith them maybe. No, that's not on the list. That's not one of the possibilities. That is not among the options. Imagine smithing them. No, I'm trying to figure out how to get them. Although, can we look at this? I could... So crossbows... I could use an adamantite. I could use a mithril. Shit, who am I shooting? Why are you like the way that you are? Please move. Thank you. Fucking rat. Tank me in the corner. So... 2 Runite lamps are only 90 smithing. Yeah, I don't think anyone in the history of RuneScape has ever smithed Runite lamps before. Unless you just never fought a metal dragon, because they're like 1 in 20 from steel dragons. They're not even rare. I could make a mithril crossbow. Because it's not like we're using the level 50 bow anyway. We're using a level 40 bow. Because I have no way to get a magic short bow. I do, but no. So... we're using a level 40 bow. Mithril's 39. I say, It might be better. This is, of course, assuming I even have the capability to make mithril limbs with 55 smithing. I do, but I have to boost. Smithing? Dude, what the fuck is wrong with smithing? Somebody give smithing a call. Make sure they're okay. I think, like, smithing needs a welfare check. Honestly. Someone make sure they're doing alright. I'm worried about them. Like... want to make sure that they know that they still have a family that loves and cares about them, probably somewhere. Like fire making and fletching, I guess. It's probably smithing's degenerate family. Only want, have no make. Oh, I can hit 8s on these guys, apparently. That's neat. That's kind of a cool thing. I could press this button and see if that makes a marked difference in the rapidity with which I slay fire giants. Because, I mean, I might as well use it rather than teleport out and have never used it. That gives me 9s. Well, give me A9. Plural is a stretch. Give me A9. A9 is good. The fact that other people come here to presumably also do Slayer tasks tells me that I'm in a spot that is good. It's how you determine if you're doing something that's actually worth doing in RuneScape. Are other people also there doing it? If so, you're in a good place. I guess just because they're... I was going to say prolific safe spots, but this dude's actually not even bothering to safe spot. He's just face tanking them because he's probably got more than 47 defense. How is my defense so high? Like, obviously that's not high, but where did all these defense levels come from? Because I only leveled it to 40. I got 7 levels out of defense from just incidental experience. And I'm not really sure where it all came from. I stopped leveling it when I could put rune shit on. Because defense don't make me kill things faster. Monkey Madness? Monkey Madness can be a fuckload. That's like literally 4 of that's Monkey Madness. Maybe the other guy's trying to grind fire giants for rune semi. I mean, I don't know. This doesn't look like the face of a man who is fishing for a rune scimitar. Mining and smithing was fixed in RuneScape 3 by adding more tiers of stuff instead of capping on a rune. I do think it's weird. Like, I can't be the only one. Surely, it's probably not an uncommon opinion. It's weird there is an entire skill that at 99 caps out with the ability to make level 40 armor. My nose is so itchy today. I trimmed up my mustache. Now there's like hair fragments. Give me itchy nose hole times. Why are you the way that you are? I can't yoink these guys, man. Try to yoink them and they just laugh at me. Usually, I swear, you can just, like, whack them, run under them, and grab the thing, and they're like, oh, God, there's sand in my eyes, and don't hit you while you're running up. But these guys, they don't care. Hello, friend. Soul Giant Head. I'm getting an okay stack of ensouled heads. Might be able to get a couple prayer levels out of it. What do I even get? I can smite! I will gain the ability to smite my foes, so that they can no longer pray against me. Which is a problem I frequently have. Boosted stats last 50% longer. It's kind of interesting. It lets me just turn prayer points into potions. And then these 4... we learned in Trailblazer League are just illegal. Like, I don't know how you get these. Because I was very excited to rigor upon things and just banana slam them. Dude definitely just exploded. This guy's shooting like grenade arrows or something. But I learned that's actually just very illegal. It doesn't function at all. Fuck me, I guess. He farted in his hands and threw it at the fire giant. The fire giant's body ignited the methane in the fart. I don't want that crap. Here, eat this. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Because I'm pretty sure I'm at the point where this dude's gonna respawn. He's not gonna fight me. Yeah! I like that cherry, little bitch. You stupid idiot. Bet you wish you didn't have comically undersized furniture in your house now, don't you? You idiot. Good luck with that comically undersized furniture. So yeah, this is like dramatically slower. This shit is exponentially slower. I think we've killed... Does anyone know how many... Rune scimitars. Okay, we came back. Oh, it's not gonna tell me how many I had left. I feel like we've killed maybe 15 fire giants with ranged. Started 91 on the gem. Oh my god! Not even 15. We've killed like 12. Chaos Talisman. Oh, I already have one of those. Slayer does seem to drop a lot of random talismans. Hopefully, perhaps a Cosmic will show up. That's the second Chaos Talisman I've gotten in off some random dudes. I don't even actually, if it started at 91, I've barely killed 10 with ranged. It just feels like it's going dramatically slow. I mean, it's definitely going dramatically slower. It might be better to go get melee and see how that works out. Because the ranged approach may be so pathetically slow as the Nabi we're doing.
Hi, so what's on today's
Same,
agenda
Fox.
besides playing
I do.
OSRS on your day
Thanks
off?
for the 10 bucks. Literally nothing. That's what we're doing. Hanging out. Sciencing the combat triangle. Learning some stuff. Killing some mans. Is there a crossbow store? Not that I know of. Is there a crossbow store? Am I stupid? I think so. I mean, there's the ranging guild. Maybe? Ah, you stupid fool. Maybe? Am I dumb? Should I just check the ranging guild? Is there a crossbow store in the ranging guild? Is it I who is a moron? Would certainly make things go a lot faster. If I could just go purchase a decently sized crossbow. I feel like it would come from a quest. Ivan Staff came from a quest. I don't know what kind of a quest. Maybe I should start doing some of these better quests. Well, theoretically, and I'm not just saying it because his crossbow is dragon scimitar colored. These quests give out all these dragon weapons. They don't give them out, but they give you the option to buy them. There's like dragon longsword and dagger and mace and scimitar. One of them probably gives a dragon bow. I mean, that's sure. I'm not saying that is a dragon colored crossbow that also has little white teeth on it, which seems to pretty well fit the aesthetic of dragon weapons. But if I had to estimate what that weapon was called, if I were to just guess, I would guess that's a dragon crossbow, which probably comes from a quest somewhere. Is Fire Giant with a sword to scare your Fire Giant? No, it's fundamentally identical Fire Giant. He just happens to be holding a sword. I mean, maybe he's slightly stronger, but I don't think so. Pretty sure he's just chilling. He just is the guy who got the cool guy sword. And he's come from these mid-ranging quests. Fuck, it might be Regicide for all I know. That chain hasn't unlocked any dragon weapons, has it? Heroes Quest gave us dragon mace and dragon battle axe? Monkey Madness gave us dragon scimitar. One of the Xanaris quests gave us dragon longsword and dragon dagger. We haven't gotten any dragon power from that one quest. Oh, hello, friend.
Welcome, Squidling, to the squidding pool.
Works pretty easily. Easy. I'll just say easy. Trencha, 43 months. You with the shiniest Squidling. Thank you for your continued support. Like how this guy introduced himself like, hello, I'm not here to cannon your fire giants. Please do not hate me. He's gotta help his little toddler friend get through the spooky fire giant room. Added benefit of doing a Slayer task in here. We literally had all of the giants occupied. So that his buddy didn't have to deal with any bad stuff. What a nice gentleman. Helping his friend quest the waterfalls so that he may join him in combat with the honestly kind of silly amount of levels that you get from doing waterfall quest. Feel like on RuneScape, fellas. It is good money. It is good money. What a nice gentleman with what appears to be a chicken helmet. I mean, I imagine that's probably just because money. Or that he saw I had a hardcore hat and looked like an infant, so I might be farming for my Rune Scimitar. I mean, that's a fair judgment. Look at me. Like, just look at my ranged gear. It is sad. I'm gonna go get my fucking melee gear. This shit's taking forever. I wanna bonk these dudes. Over there in the room where there's more of them. Imagine farming it for Rune Scimitars. Who would do that? He'd have to be an idiot. He'd have to be a fucking idiot to come try to farm a Rune Scimitar here, obviously. I'm an idiot. It's giving us range XP. Is it? Is it? Like legally, it's legally giving us ranged XP. We could also get ranged XP on the Slayer tasks that do not have level 86 monsters with way too high defense for my current ranged equipment. That also would function. Here's the plan. I see the Rune Civi, just do Monkey Bandit. That's what I did, right? I brought the cape so I could still yeet. Yeet me! I'll be back. With different weapons. We'll have this bank over here. Could just burn money and Ivan. We could. But, like, it becomes a question of how many cats am I willing to sell for this endeavor. There's a lot of, like... well... is there? I was gonna say there's a lot of stuff money's still really useful for, but... I want a cannon. I would like a dwarven cannon. That's literally 1,000,000 gold. So... every death rune I pour into this... is more cannon not having. I don't like cannon not having. I would much rather do cannon having. That requires me to switch my attack. I grab this and this and this and this and this and this. And these probably, they probably do crush. And this and that. Cat! What's the difference here? Melee strength plus 7 versus counts as 2 sometimes. I'm gonna take the melee strength plus 7. Not sure that's better. When do you figure out climbing boots? What do you mean when I figure out climbing boots? When I did the quest that gives you climbing boots? I don't understand the premise of the question. They come from a quest. So when I did that quest, I got the climbing boots. Unless there is some elaborate alternate way to acquire climbing boots that normal people do instead of that whole quest. Actually, that quest, I thought you just unlocked the ability to buy them. Well, then I got a Slayer task for trolls. It was pretty immediately afterward, I think. And I couldn't get to the trolls without the climbing boots. I'm pretty sure the dude straight up told me that I could get another pair from him during the quest by bringing the materials. And I just wasn't gonna do it because I was like, cool, I don't care. And then I couldn't get to the trolls, so it's like, you don't want to go down this slope without any climbing boots on. I'm like, well, fuck you, game. Fine, I'll go buy the climbing boots. So I went and got the climbing boots. So then I realized they actually have... they technically have stats. So that's cool. That's cool, too. I feel like it was not too long after. I'm not sure. No, you're good. My unnecessarily hostile and sarcastic response is a large part of my streaming personality, for some reason. I found I get great returns on just offending everybody for asking simple questions. Where's the Ranger Guild? It's right here. I'm gonna go consult them. And we're gonna see if these stupid idiots sell a crossbow that's not trash. Hello, gentlemen. I am a ranging professional. There is an armor salesman who sells... Feeling really good about the odds that we're gonna get anything here. Like, you know, topping out at studded leather, got a feeling it, we're really getting there. Trade ticket merchant. Perhaps I need tickets. Well, at least there's a green dragonite body. There's rune arrows. Takes 2,000 archery tickets. Gonna figure that I'm probably not interested in that. Bow and arrow salesman. Implies there may be a crossbow salesman. I feel like we looked before and there wasn't anything for crossbows. They only go up to Willow. They do sell rune arrows, notably. Which are twice as expensive as a death rune, in case anyone was curious. But if you want to make them yourself, you know, some DIY business, then it's only as expensive as a death rune. So I can yeet almost guaranteed to hit 25s out of an Ibid staff, or I can shoot pretty much zeros. What level do I need to make those? Actually, not as high as I thought. I could make Addy arrows. Okay, well, so far it's looking like a steaming pile of dog shit. And then there's the weird guy over here, right? And that's pretty much it. The shield master. Are you really a shield master? Are you a master of shields? He literally doesn't even sell anything. It's just, he just also exists. And there is the tribal weapon salesman who sells throwing axes for literally $600. So the first mistake was pretending that the Raging Guild is a real resource. Oh shit. My cat is sad because I'm ignoring him. Guess I should stop doing that. The first mistake we made was acknowledging the Ranging Guild as if it was a real guild. The Ranging Guild isn't real. The Ranging Guild can't hurt you. Don't ever go to the Ranging Guild expecting to find absolutely anything of value. Although, admittedly, in the grim darkness of the far future, like, buying those rune arrow tips might not be the worst thing in the universe. Because fletching is a real skill made by real people, and it only takes 75 fletching to make, like, the best arrows in the entire game. Well, never mind. There's... Well, you can make dragon arrows? Oh, yeah, I guess because you get dragon... I've gotten dragon arrow tips from random shit before. I feel like Gauntlet gave me dragon arrow tips. What is wrong with you, smithing? Where did your life go so wrong? What happened? Why can't you be more like your brother? Like... I have the rope, right? I do. Okay, good. Now I can get to the dungeon and also hang myself when this isn't any faster. It's dragon stuff you can actually make. I feel like you probably can't make the dragon arrowheads themselves. The 95 ranged or whatever is just to put them on a stick. So... Which is a very complicated process that only a true master would be able to complete. Look at this. Look at this. Not a wall, by the way. Not a wall. This is a walk straight up. Pathable ground. Those 69 cut sapphires? No, this is my Slayer gem thingy. This is my cell phone. Hey, Chatter. Hello there, Cassandra. What can I help you with? How am I doing? How's the Slayer task going? Oh, you're killing fire giants. You have 69 more to go. Nice. Thanks, Cheddar. Also, I saw a fucking comic the other day. This is a while back. I don't know if I'll be able to find it again. That was the same misunderstanding that you're making, and oh my god, it was so funny. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. There's almost a 0% chance I find this. God, it was so funny. Give it one more search, and when that fails, I'll give up. Nah, I'm not able to find it quickly. Maybe somebody can dredge it up if you know what I'm talking about. How am I doing? It'd be a lot faster if you just used Ivan Blast, idiot. Let me get this straight. We can make telephones. No! No, we cannot make telephones. Disregard! I need you to ignore the lore implications of the fact that we can clearly make cell phones that allow us to communicate with not just one specific entity, but the entire gamut of Slayer Masters. I need you to ignore the lore implications of that because Jagex did. Because it does not come up anywhere else at any point. I'm gonna close this so the dickhead prayer-eating spiders don't come eat me. Alright, Golden Sun music. Combat! Ooh. I'm actually pretty fucking spicy these days. Okay. You know? We're, we can throw hands a little better than I gave credit for. I didn't know we could walk into the fucking Melee store and put a 20 on the table. That's news to me. Sick. Sir, don't get stuck. I just want to come stand over here. I want to be in the middle of everybody. These are a lot lower level than I thought they were. I thought fire giants were like 140, which is why I was just going to go with the safe spot method. But you know, I can stand up to these dudes decently. They're no worse than trolls, really. I can stand up to these lads. We can throw some hands at the best of them. I can give them that sick scimitar special attack that does no extra damage, but is slightly more likely to hit. It's definitely better than ranged. They can definitely hand out some return naps, to be sure. Okay, come over here. I'm going to stand here, and then I'm not going to interact with the game anymore. Thank you. I'll take that 11. I'll hand it right back to you. Much better. Much better. Murder. Probably should just bring a whole inventory of Carabons because these dudes actually can slap me fairly decently. I mean, I'm assuming they do crush damage based on the fact these ones might do slash. I might want to try to avoid fighting sword boys. Because the Slayer advice that Cheddar gave me was literally learn to recognize the weapon your enemy is wielding and adapt appropriately. So what the sword guys might do is a different type of damage, which would mean that I should wear the plate body instead of the chain. Because chainmail is pretty good at blunting big old smacky hands, like this gentleman has, or clubs. I should probably go grab that air leaf. I don't know, I can't bring myself to care about air leaves anymore. Like, I don't want to. I could pick it up, but I have to walk all the way over there. Would it be wise level defense? I mean, definitely, yeah, it'd be pretty smart. Does this dude actually safe spotted? Holy shit, this guy safe spotted. Let me introduce you to a video game called RuneScape. That guy next to the table is actually safe spotted. He is stuck on the chair. That may be asking yourself, Splash, how can he possibly be safe spotted? He could literally walk around the chair in any direction. And you would be correct. You would be correct, fair viewer. He could walk around the chair in literally any direction. He's not going to because he's a fucking idiot, but he could. He's actually stuck on the chair. Oh boy. The mouse contributing? No, not this time. There, we got him out. He's free. Knock around the corner, let him free. Oh! Baby. It's time for a passing of the torch. All free games, take your mighty place. Upon the throne, Jake had it for a hot moment. Hello, Streamlabs. There you go.
Squidling, to the
Saw that in
squidding
chat. I
pool.
was just kind of waiting.
It is time, Squid.
For what? Just subbing in general? What is it time for? It's time makes it feel like we feel like there's an explicitly fancy thing happening. Oh, you said it was time when I came in? Oh, okay. I was like, wait, I'm confused. Like, it's just 46 isn't a year, right? That's not a multiple of 12. Am I stupid? You were the shiniest Squidling. You successfully confused the shit out of me. Congratulations. You guys hit hard enough that it's kind of annoying because I have to eat like a decent amount of time. We can cut through them fairly well, though. So the trade-off, the only thing I'm losing here is Karen Buns, which I could really easily just get hundreds of. And super attack and super defense potions, which I have pretty decent piles of. I wonder if it would be smart to actually get a couple of defense levels. Do you think we have overly neglected our defense? How much does defense actually matter? I don't know. I mean, I'm not actually, don't tell me, obviously, but I have it in my mind for some reason that while attack and strength clearly make a difference, it's in my head that I just don't give a shit about defense. Like, the defense number is irrelevant. I guess what I could do is just, like, prayer flick lazily. And if I fuck up, we have the Karen Blondes for filler. I'm not doing shit else, right? So fuck it, we can just do that. Do that. Give him some little flicks, I suppose. It's not like it super matters if I miss him. But then they have that, like, that charge-up mechanic. Where if you pray a bunch of hits, then they, like, build up their attack. And not only become more likely to hit you, I definitely feel like they become more likely to do a high damage roll as well. So I don't know how much it really helps. They also don't have the same swing timer as me, which makes me think I have to engage any amount of my brain. And as you know, I'm really bad at engaging literally any quantity of my brain. I have to actively think if we're not swinging at the same speed. I can't, like, do it without paying any attention. Doing good stuff. Hey, Squid, man, I forgot what fun it is watching you play Terraria. Dude, I'm having a great time. We just started that Rex run and just barely got into it yesterday. Sir? But I'm already having a fantastic time. Terraria is fun as fuck. When you're just not playing Master Mode. It's weird because that Master Mode 10 times spawn run in a lot of ways has kind of ruined me. Because now I constantly think to myself, I'm out at nighttime, like, is the game broken? Where are all the zombies? It feels like a difference of much more than a factor of 10, honestly. Because a 10 times spawn run, if you night fell and you would instantly just see an actual line of zombies come in from both sides simultaneously. And now I can walk around outside and literally not see anybody. Which feels like a lot more than a factor of 10. Yeah, I should just be lazy flicking and then we can do the rest of this pretty straightforwardly. I'm gonna play on Mondays with your streamer fed, right? Yeah, this is, I'm not this run with Rex. So that's gonna be, we switched gears again. We pivoted Monday. It was RuneScape with Rex, then it was some Valheim with Rex, and then honestly, I wasn't super, I was not super feeling another immediate Valheim playthrough while nothing has changed. And based on the numerology The Squiddy pool was also not feeling a Valheim restart after everything we had already done. But Terraria, I've been looking for a reason to play more Terraria. I've been looking for a fucking excuse to play me some Terraria. I do love Terraria. My joy was just temporarily muted by the existence of Master Mode and the terrible decision to play on 10 times spawn. That was also very stupid. It was very not smart. This is no reason not to use a special attack. It just does so little that I forget about it and don't bother. Rex, but yeah, Rex the person. Rex we've been playing on Mondays with for a while. Delicious lobster. Don't mind if I do, sir. I would love a delicious lobster. We'll have a link to Rex to his channel. Twitch.tv/careless_Rex. You might get lost at the underscore. That's what you're looking for. Whoopsies. I'm really bad at Flick when I'm not paying any attention. For someone who's only really done expert mode Terraria once, the friend master mode is awful. Well, it also feels weird because it feels like the damage is wrong. Like, I had to double check we were on expert mode after a while because stuff was doing so little damage after the master mode run. Because my last two Terraria runs were master mode and Calamity on Revengeance. So regular expert, it felt broken. I thought it was fucked up. Thought I was doing it wrong. Fuck. I need to pick him up. I want to pet him. Stop. I'm trying to pet my cat. Go away. Hey. Be a menace somewhere else. Calamity was fun. No, Calamity was hella fun. Master Mode, we want to gouge my eyes out, but Calamity was incredibly fun. 64 strong. Probably drink another potion sip here when this ticker rolls over, I guess. Boggles my mind that just like a thing that shows you the duration of your own buffs from potions isn't base in RuneScape. The RuneScape community is a bunch of weird motherfuckers, I gotta say. Y'all have some strange opinions on what is making a game easier versus literally the barest minimum of quality of life that every other video game that's been released in the last 5 decades has had. Y'all got some strange fucking opinions over here in RuneScape Town. I heard via the rumor mill, there was a poll to add literal accessibility options that failed because people thought it made the game too easy. And I'm talking like scalable size of the prayer buttons accessibility options. Like that you could make the prayer buttons a little bigger. Like, just direct accessibility options that failed polls. Which is absolutely insane to me. That people could just... That's like voting no to colorblind mode. Like, what are you doing? What are you guys doing? Yeah, why would you even poll that? That's literally just accessibility. Yeah, just do that. But they polled it, and it failed. Apparently, because people thought it made the game too easy. Because it made it too easy to click on a specific prayer. Is that the part of the game that's supposed to be difficult? Like, is that where you are supposed to derive your challenge? Is the size of the button? That's your line for the game is too easy now? That's literal UI accessibility, my dog. Like, that's some basic shit. I don't know, it was a weird story. I don't 100% know that was true, someone told me about that the other day. So it's possible I'm blowing all of the smoke in the universe out of my own asshole. Because, you know, everything you hear on the internet's true. Including this statement. Pretty sure they acknowledged player freaking way back to the relieving because it took skill. Yeah, but like, the size of the button? Like, it's insane to me that you can't put this shit on keybinds. Like, what year is it, dude? I guess I could get that that's not in the spirit of the game or whatever. But if that's not in the spirit of the game, then the spirit of the game is stupid. It should change. The fact that I can't assign the protection players to like 1, 2, and 3 is pretty bonkers in and of itself. Like, what you do with the buttons is where the skill lives. Not the literal difficulty of physically pressing a button in your medieval clicking simulator. It's a different thing. Sort of think old RuneScape fans I 3. It's not everyone, obviously, but like, there's a segment of the community that definitely has some really fucking weird opinions. It's literally like saying that if you could plug a controller in to play the Dark Souls port on PC, it would make the game too easy. Like, that's the same mentality. Like, I just can't understand it. It's a mindset I'm physically incapable of getting into. Like, the challenge in higher level stuff is putting things up when they need to be up, like timing things. Like, obviously there's a shitload of stuff that went to the Corrupted Gauntlet. Fighting that boss was a wild ride. It was super fun. There's a ton of stuff going on. None of the difficulty should be the physical difficulty of using your abilities. That's like, that's a weird mindset to have. By that logic, you could raise the skill cap of RuneScape in a way that apparently a decent section of the community would be happy with, by just requiring you to do like a Paper Mario-esque active timer minigame to turn on Protect from Melee. Like, is that not weird? Is that not a weird thought process? Like, if that's what you want the skill to live, add like an active timing attack system. Give me some Paper Mario shit. Give me some Osu click maps over the guy that I'm fighting to do extra damage, and you automatically hit a 0 if you fail it. If, like, inputting the commands is supposed to be a challenge. Like, hello? I don't know, it's weird. It's just weird to me. Weird to me as an outsider. A lot of really weird opinions. And I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who think this is a really weird opinion, because they're like, well, duh, if the buttons are easier, if the buttons are bigger, was this a game for babies? Go play World of Warcraft, or a game that has a customizable user interface so that you can interact with the game as you see fit. Through an enjoyable and logical means, you stupid noob. Get out of here with your prayer button being slightly larger. Easy escape, Lamau. Like, there's people hearing this legitimately thinking that. And like, I mean, we have all got our opinions, obviously. To each his own. I just can't relate at all. Similarly to that, I'm sure is a mutual feeling. It's just weird. Just weird. Just some weird shit. Weird shit. One person I've seen who played Dark Souls with keyboard and mouse, yeah, it was Drybear. Maybe streamed it. Because I have a PC, why the fuck would I use a controller? That's stupid. I mean, that's almost exactly what Drybear's mentality was when we played through the entirety of Dark Souls and he used a keyboard and mouse the entire time. That was almost exactly his opinion. Was I'm playing a PC game, dude. I'm not plugging in a fucking controller. Okay. Have fun. He did it. He played the whole game on mouse and keyboard. The crazy bastard he is. Yeah, Dry Souls, he was on keyboard and mouse the entire time. In fact, I believe he even didn't have DSM fix for the first couple of streams. He was playing vanilla Dark Souls PC port, keyboard and mouse. Like an absolute psychopath. That man would enjoy some RuneScape. I'm such a gamer, I use a mouse pad and my iPhone to connect with the keyboard while playing RuneScape. You guys want to see? Let me kill this dude. I'm gonna show you something. I'm not actually positive it's going to increase or lower your faith in humanity. It's pretty funny. Played Dark Souls my first run with just keyboard. Key turning my camera. Oh my god. Are you serious? Is that a... Tell me... Say psych right now, dude. Say psych right now. I guess, yeah, without the mouse fix, honestly, that probably is easier to use full keyboards because the mouse controls are so bad in the core port. That might be an upgrade. It's possible. So, you know how we got that new couch that I'm super excited about? So my girlfriend wants to maximize her usage of the couch. Oh, yes. Death runes. My girlfriend wants to maximize her available usage of the couch. Also, I had to steal the graphics card out of her computer in order to power the new machine we're going to be using for the new stream setup. For moving this table out of here. So, we got her a laptop. But she's been corrupted. Now, keep in mind, 3 years ago, this was a woman who had never owned a computer in her life. She'd never owned an actual PC. The only video game she'd really played was Tanks. I think it's called Shell Shock on Steam. It's Tanks. It's the tank game where you put in an angle and shoot, and it's fancy. 3 years ago. Today, she now sits in the station that she has constructed with all the Amazon purchases that came in yesterday. Okay.
First of all, I can't imagine anyone being surprised by this.
Can you not?
I went boyfriend shopping at the boyfriend store for a gamer. For this reason. Do you think I went boyfriend shopping at the boyfriend store for like a horse rider?
Okay,
No. I went for a gamer because I was like, you know what he will do? Set me up real good with some gaming supplies.
I didn't even buy any of this. You bought it yourself.
Yeah, but I didn't know anything about gaming when I first met you. I thought Shell Shock was like a legit pretty cool game. Which
it is a pretty cool game.
I think I still have the most hours played in Shell Shock. Even I haven't played it like since I moved in here.
The more I look at this picture, the funnier it is. I like that you brought in a secondary keyboard to put it off to the side.
It's too far away. The one on the laptop is so I would have to reach my arm out. Do you know how long?
So why do you even have it there? Why did you even get a second keyboard?
No, I got the second keyboard so I can put it on my lap when I'm using it.
Okay, what's the second monitor for? It still has the default desktop from the laptop that you're clearly not using.
Well, until we get, well, okay. So, until we get a weight for that desk to offset the many more pounds that it's supposed to be carrying, I want to keep the thing on that side so that it counterweights the laptop.
Okay.
Because I don't want the desk to flip over while I'm using it.
This is some prime shrimping that you have going on here. I don't ever want to hear you talking to me about shrimp posture ever again.
But I stand up straight normally.
You look like a sleeping rat. You are curled into a sphere. You're just upside instead of hedgehog.
When we go to the chiropractor, they're like, you've got pretty good posture. They don't say that to you. They're like, it's a little bit late to start correcting your posture because it's so bad. But you should try anyways. And I'm like, yeah, well, what can you do? Like, he's trying his best.
It's an actual masterpiece. An actual fucking masterpiece of creation.
See, I would have not have been such a gamer had we not met. But I also would have been, like, way sadder. Because, like, this is my dream, guys.
Her dream is to be the gamer girlfriend. This is what she went to the boyfriend store.
And I typed in under my, like whatever it says, you're allowed to have, like, one tag that explains.
Apparently you can have more than one, but I also could not figure out
Yeah,
if
I
more than
don't
one tag.
So I was like, okay, what is, like, really important? I'm like, video game. That's important. So he, like, messaged me.
That was the one category of interest that she decided to put on her profile.
Yeah, because that's what I want to do. Like,
Was video games. I got catfished, because what I actually got was a horse girl who didn't even own a computer or play video games.
well, okay, the whole point of a dating site is not to look for what you are. It's what you want
The point is to
become.
catfish.
It's what you want to become. If I was looking on it, if I was putting things that I am, and I put horse girl, and people were like, "Oh, that sounds so interesting. I love horses," I'd be like, "No,
Please do not.
please do not. I do not ever want to talk to you. Like, do not. No." So, like, what's the point?
Bryn's dream was the Fortnite dance with the best of them.
Yeah, for sure. Which is why we are going to learn
Fuck.
dancing at some point, so that we can Fortnite dance our way down Comic-Con or whatever it is.
She has a
In
dream
honor-
that, like, life is going to resume at some point and that
It
the
is!
pandemic is ever going to be over. And then we can go to, like, salsa dancing classes or something.
Not salsa dancing.
What's salsa dancing that you want to do?
No. Why is that? Why you always pick salsa dancing?
Because I thought that was swing dancing. That's
Yeah,
the same
They're
thing.
not at all the same. One is way cooler than the other. And
That's the
it's
same.
definitely
It's,
swing
okay, I
dancing.
picked the wrong S-name old people dancing. I'm sorry.
It's blues dancing, by the way.
I know. Swing dancing is actually cooler.
Yeah. Blues
But,
dancing is also way easier because, like, blues dancing is pretty simple. It's for us mere mortals that really never dance.
Excuse me. I will have you know that I have danced
Have you?
at some point in my life. I'm sure.
Go for it, man. Let's see. Come on. You got room. Come on, boyfriend. Show me your moves.
It's very hard to chair. I'm pretty much limited to
You
like
can move.
rhythmic wiggling.
Show me moves in the chair.
I had to fight this giant, Miss Girlfriend. I do actually want to get, I was telling Chad, I think we talked about this, I do want to get like an actual VR setup once the table's out of here. And I would actually have space to do VR
And then you can
shenanigans.
show people your dance.
And then we can get
that you
omega
have.
stupid.
I'll have you know, when we went to weddings, I had to, like, frickin' drag this man onto the floor.
Well,
And
yeah,
he
but
was
that's me
like-
as an actual person. This
he
is
was
me
like,
as Squiddish, the
"No,
weird Twitch guy.
I'm not self-conscious. I have no shame.
I'll have you know
Lies.
that this is never a thing that I
This is,
claim.
you did! That's
On the
what you
internet.
said.
I'll do literally anything on the internet. I don't give a shit. This isn't a real person. This is a Twitch
I have
streamer.
no shame. I will go wiggle around wherever, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Then we get there, and he's like sitting in the quiet corner with his legs crossed, like, oh my god, I won't. And then he's like sipping a little drink, trying to like not call any attention to himself. I'm like, what the hell? I was lied to.
Got him.
Also-
Catfished. Debated.
Also, we went to the doctors and they said he's 6'5" and not 6'6". So I was also catfished. I'll have you know. This is not a one-way catfish. This is a two-way catfish. I was also lied to.
I mean, really, all that a dating site is competitive catfishing. You're just trying to out-catfish the other person. That's like...
Yeah, well, I feel like that's, I mean, I'm not gonna say, but like, that's 6'5". I don't know, man.
Total manlet. Total manlet. Absolute goblin. Yeah, or I've just lived to 30 and my bad posture is finally catching up with me.
It could be the degeneration.
And I am
What is it,
literally
your
losing
spine?
height as I shrimp down into an old man with a walker.
Yeah. So, since I have had good posture my whole life, I can shrimp all I want and have not a problem. You, sir, have to actually have to, like, worry about posture.
50 Slayer, Chad. That's actually important. That's actually a big one. I believe we can now do the stuff.
Oh my goodness.
50 is what we needed, right? 50 was vampire pillows?
I'm pretty sure it's 52.
I think it was 50. Well, I can boost to 52.
Okay, boyfriend. Okay, boyfriend. Okay. Good boyfriend. Good boyfriend. Do you not see how handsome my boyfriend is? He's got new beard wash. It's very fancy.
Yeah, I'm sure they can tell the difference from the different beard shampoo that I used one time in
Everyone
the
can tell
shower.
the difference. I'm pretty sure everyone in chat was like, oh my god, he got new beard wash.
Very visibly apparent,
I'm pretty sure
sure.
everyone saw that and everybody was like, well, is that gay? Like, I don't know if it's... Noticing that, I don't know, man.
I'll have you know that there is absolutely zero inherent gay in complimenting the beard of a fellow bro.
Oh. Well, then maybe they're just shy. Because clearly, I am sure everyone noticed the new beard wash. I'm pretty sure.
Bottom of my beard is rounder. Well, it's from just trimming. That's unrelated to the beard wash.
No, that's very related to the
I
beard
just
wash.
also trimmed it today.
It's like the same thing. Good job, boyfriend. You are like so beautiful.
The beard is like the safety zone, right? Because if you want to compliment your bro's appearance, but you want to make sure it's not gay, you can compliment their beard. That's like the safe zone.
The Saiyan Fox is definitely shy. Feel bad about it. Now he's backpedaling real hard.
I think it's very possible that the Twitch chat room does not place as much value on the appearance of your boyfriend as
I
their
mean, they
girlfriend
wouldn't
does.
be here if they didn't think you were the most handsome man alive. They would just go, you know, like, what is it called? Furry people? What are they called?
Furries?
Furries.
What? You literally said it. You had
Furry
the name.
people. Furries. I don't know. I thought it was furries, and then I backtracked because I was like,
You heard it here, chat. You got two options. You can hang out at twitch.tv/squiddish and watch me slowly. Don't cry on stream. Not in front of the boys. Not in front of the boys. Hide the pain.
why? What's the pain?
Hide the pain. You can hang out here on twitch.tv/squiddish, watch me slowly do a fire giant task. Or you can be a furry. Those are your two options, as explained by Bryn.
And since they are all here, you are
You
just
can-
the most beautiful
They're also
man
not
alive.
mutually exclusive, so you can be a furry and also be here, but if you're not here, you are automatically a furry. I don't make the rules, but Bryn has spoken.
Yep. It's just because you're the most handsome man alive. Also, Catfish, when you were like, I mean, I'll have you know, you sent like this bowl cut picture to me when we were starting to date, and I was like, now wait a minute here.
I can fix this.
I was like, someone needs a barber.
Oh, it took you 3 years, and now I went to one.
felt kind of bad being like, you need a haircut.
Hey, boyfriend, did you know you look like dog shit? Follow
Well,
me.
it's not. It's like, it's so interesting. This is a thing that I've run into several times, actually, which I've never really had a problem with because none of my friends have been internet people. And so, it's interesting.
Bryn's just in here to fucking destroy gamers.
Yeah, it's interesting because, like, there's some kind of notion that pretty people just wake up like that or, like, born like that. And I'm like, nah.
Did you hear that, internet people?
That takes a lot of work. So, like, I just like, no, I'm not so handsome. And I'm like, get a haircut. I don't know. Like, it's really, you know, it makes a big difference.
Wasn't until she started hanging out with her boyfriend and meeting all of the gamers.
Yeah, I'm like, and then they're like
Fuck
so self-conscious about their look. They're like, I'm not very good looking. I'm like, when was the last time you cut your hair? Have you taken a shower? Like, do you have one in your house? Because you know that would make a big difference. Like, a lot of the people you consider very pretty take showers also, and get their hair cut. Both things.
Two of both things. If you go to a barber and you take a shower, you too can be the pretty people.
Yeah. It makes such a difference. And AJ did not believe it. And then he's like, oh my goodness, I am the most handsome man.
I mean, I will say that since going to an actual barber, that is a massive self-worth increaser for sure.
You are the most handsome.
10 out of 10 what an actual barber does, haircut-wise.
Super good.
Like, can vouch. We convinced Derp to go to that barber, too. So Derp's gonna have a fancy haircut on Saturday.
You have a fancy haircut.
Although
I think Derp is really good looking anyways, so I think we can find him out.
But he's also gonna have a fancy haircut.
I think he'll look really good with a fancy haircut.
Hear that, Derp?
I've always heard of him.
You a sexy boy.
But I think we told him that to make him move down to Florida. We were like, come on, man, we need sexy people for stream. And he was like, what? I'm like, no, seriously, come on.
I do not think that was the motivating factor in Derp coming to Florida.
No, but it was something that he thought was very funny.
Almost there. We're almost there. I do have to kill them all because I'm taking the +7 strength. I think it might have been better to wear the Expeditious over the Adamant Gauntlets. I'm not really positive. We're getting there. Yeah, Derp saw the sex appeal on the 2 Perception show, dude. We can't lose him.
Yep.
It's important.
Yep, exactly.
Derp and Mancha. But Mancha won't fucking move to Florida.
I mean, Mantra, like, that giant brain is like, it's like this Benedict Cumberbatch effect, where you, like, look at him and you're just in awe of his sheer intelligence. You're like, that's, you know, that's pretty hot. He's so smart, though.
He does have a giant fucking
playing
brain.
Pathfinder with him was like, I'll just be over here looking through my
Yeah,
book.
I'll just sit in the
one
corner
page
and
at
do
a
whatever
time.
Mancha tells me to do.
Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play a stupid character to mask how actually stupid I am compared to Mancha. But it's okay, he saves our
I thought it was
butt all
Mono
the
who's a
time.
sex appeal. Well, Mono has so much overwhelming sex appeal that he doesn't actually even need to be present on the stream.
Yeah.
Like, just by association, that kind of flows through.
Yeah.
That's not a fair comparison. None of us can stand up to Mono. Come on.
I am 100% hitting on Mancha. I feel like Mancha should move down here with Mishcha, and I feel like we could have a pretty
I
good
do
time.
have to say that, like, hitting on him and then telling him he should move down here with his wife do seem like incompatible ideas. But...
What? Why? What? What? Like, are you kidding me?
Why not?
Yeah, what the heck?
I don't see the problem.
I love being surrounded by people I think are attractive. I also love Mr. Straw, so I think this will work out great.
I see where this is going. I see the trajectory we're on here.
It's kind of, I don't know.
I can see the drop of the roller coaster coming. I'll put your hands up for this one.
Keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle also. Okay.
Local Ace Man forgets not everyone is monogamous. She'll hit on C-Chan too. She will. She absolutely will.
Oh, yeah.
And if I am almost positive that C-Chan will hit back.
I'm sure.
You know, maybe you should move to Florida.
Honestly, Mr. Shaw, when we were up in North Carolina, she is so charming in person. It's really interesting to, like, see someone... Okay, no, seriously. Like, on Zoom calls is so different than, like, meeting someone in person. I don't know. You get so much less of actually, like...
You get a lot less of a general
personality.
person in an online call.
Yeah.
For sure. Like,
It's remarkable.
there's no debating that one. And when you're hanging out with your boys in Skype or your local TeamSpeak server. Ooh, hello, good sir. Do you have cool things for me in your maze? Or do you want me to come to... I actually do need to go to a mime show. Maze! Let's go!
Go do the mazes. Good job, boyfriend. You're doing good work. Find your day off.
Doing good work on my day off. Thank you, Miss Girlfriend, for your wise insight.
I am enlightenment.
It was quite a tangent, but a beautiful one. Well, Chad, I feel like I've learned a lot today. How about the rest of you? Y'all feel enlightened? Now, if you will join me in a ceremonial shut up Windows, I literally just restarted this PC 5 hours ago. Shut the fuck up. That was a hell of a tangent. I'm glad I was here for it. Is it really a tangent? I don't really think it's a tangent. I think at that point it's just, you know, banter. Fuck, it's this one. At some point, like, that's the core meat of the RuneScape stream. You just hang out and you talk about dumb shit. At some point, it stops being a tangent and becomes the content, and I think we crossed that line. Definitely crossed that line a spicy minute ago. But hey, I'm sure, like, it's not like you're here to watch me click on fire giants progressively. We're here to talk about dumb shit. Peruse. Oh, that took away my tolerance. Interesting. It makes sense, but I didn't think about it. 78 coal, that's hot. 19 nature runes, that's hot. 1200 iron arrows, that's, you know, garbage, but you can't win them all. Can't win them all. I know that Bryn will hit on literally anything and anyone. That's not wrong. That's correct. Hello, I've come because I was promised Bryn was going to hit on me. I think you were slightly too late for that one, Mr. Shaw. But if you and Manshaw moved down to Florida, you know, you would have Bryn available to...
So, Mr. Shaw, my lovely, darling miss that I miss so much, you should move down to Florida with Manshaw, and I feel like, you know, we could have a very good time.
I don't like the way you phrased that.
Why?
For a variety of reasons.
I miss you too, Mr. Shaw. We never can talk anymore.
You know,
but if you move to Florida, you know, we can talk all the time.
You know what's actually super interesting is, you know, what Florida has is both bakeries and also public stores.
And that, our public stores are better than your public stores.
Both of those are actually in Florida.
And there's a lot of people with money to buy bakery items.
There's also a shitload of confectionaries. Like a shitload of them. I know that's like only tangentially related to a bakery. Stream chat orgy win. Well, not here. Not on the channel I don't want to get banned.
Oh, yeah.
I'll call you later. No sleep, don't worry. Moving to crafting now as well.
You know, they also have that in
It's also
Florida.
a variety of crafting establishments.
We have our very own Hobby Lobby. And we have changed our garage into a crafting station. I don't put my garden. It is a crafting station if anybody wanted to craft.
Bryn is actually like hella into the big craft. She was making those resin tables for a while. Doing the big craft. Space exists. Just saying that I think a Pathfinder table that included both Manshaw and Nick would be one of the wildest fucking tabletop experiences humanity could produce.
And how much cooler would it be to like actually be playing Pathfinder in person? I mean, I feel like Pathfinder is just so much better in person.
It is. It's literally, I mean,
like,
I feel like that's a large part of what Shit Canned Extinction Curse is just the
and this
in-person
area
edge is
we
so
are in
massive.
is like really growing, so it's a good time for you guys.
Let's go, but I'm trying to stream RuneScape here.
Shush.
The stream is...
This is important, boyfriend. Don't get me off the rails. Look, she's tempted. She's tempted. No distracting. Go for the hardcore stuff now, boyfriend.
You should move to Florida, I guess. For reals, though, you definitely should. You guys could out here and play Pathfinder, we'd have a fucking wild table. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, imagine
Yeah.
Nick's giant brain and Manshaw's giant brain at the same
That
table.
would be, I would be like, well, good luck, guys. I'll roll dice over here.
Bryn would probably to fight my mother in one-on-one combat. I feel like I got pretty decent odds on Bryn there, so we know it's fine.
I don't know. I'll have you know I don't know about going up against anyone's mother.
The entire
I have
purpose
never
of
been a
cavalry is to defeat infantry. You have a horse.
But I think anybody who's like birthed something, and they're
I don't like the
probably-
megalovania started.
Yeah, I'm saying people that have had kids, they're normally like they've got multipliers that I don't have, and I don't think that.
I don't like where this is going either. I don't like any of this conversation. Look, I'm just trying to do a Slayer task. Not trying to fucking start a stream orgy or produce children so you can fistfight someone's mom more effectively. None of these were on the agenda today.
If you produced the children and you did all that stuff, would I still get the multiplier?
I don't know if that's entirely how that works. I do like the Megalovania came on as soon as we talked about the 1v1 fucking honor fight.
I don't think I would. I don't think that would. She could probably just shame me away. Just be like, I'd have to like walk away with my head down.
I'm missing
Stand
the
up
prayer
straight.
flicking. My focus is fading. I'm losing my power.
Oh, I want to distract you. You're doing good work. Still doing the good work, boyfriend. You're like, whoop, cheerleader, girlfriend.
This
and
guy.
metro.
Well, I feel like we could just shove the whole last hour. Like shuffle and slough, like in one word. Let's put the entire last hour of stream content into the That Happened file. Call it a day and then move on with our lives. Ow. Upsetty. It's so upsetty. I don't have any more potions, sir. Can you please just die? I'm running out of sticks with which to beat. Be strong, Clarence. Be strong for Mother. The loops. They have power untold of. Loops, brother. It was always about the loops. Oh, fuck. Next! God damn it. Still have enough to pull out a board of cereals. I'm pretty sure I could just make a nice, healthy breakfast cereal out of loop halves of keys at this point. God damn it. Prayer flicking these guys is like trying to do 2s and 3s. Which I probably had to explain. Because most people probably don't know what 2s and 3s is.
So you know what they have down here in Florida, Mr. Cha? They have like really amazing air conditioning. It's like they're really prepared for the heat, so they make really, really good. Like our air conditioning is made for like a house twice our size. Really, really big. So, you know, it's not, you know, heat's not a problem because air conditioners are very good. They're better than most places in the country.
Well, they have to be. The entire population of Florida would just die every summer.
Exactly. So they've been practicing for this moment forever.
You know what's actually crazy? Because I moved down here from North Carolina. The heat and the humidity both were a billion times more miserable in North Carolina than they are in Florida. Which is insane. Because, like, Florida's the place that's known for that, right? Like, that's Florida's thing, is it's like living in a pool. They get a mildly boiling pool. But holy fuck, North Carolina was actually way worse. The humidity was... I did live literally on the coast. Like, I could have walked to the beach. And we live, like, in the middle of Florida. But oh my god, I can't believe how much worse it was.
But so yeah, they have really good air conditioning down here, so it really doesn't feel so hot. And I have kayaks, so we can go like kayaking.
We do have kayaks.
It's very important stuff. You know, I guess it gets nice and outside.
She says we can do kayaking whenever. I've
We
wanted to go
can.
kayaking for like a year and a half and it hasn't happened.
Well, you also get your day off, and then you're like, I just want to sit and not do anything and maybe stream RuneScape. And I'm like, okay, whatever you want. It's your day off. Like, whatever you want, man.
That is... Well, if we had a plan to go do something, I'd go do something. You can't give me a plan to go do something when I'm already in sit around and do nothing all day mode. When that ship has sailed, I'm already chilling.
Well, also now that it's like warmer and I stop showing next week, we could actually go do it. It's hard when I'm showing.
Yeah, this is your final week of showing us. We get to go do stuff again. We get to be peopler. I like being peopler. Being peopler is good.
I think there's a Costco in town.
Costco? Oh, right, you work at Costco, not Publix. I mean, if there's not a Costco here, there's definitely a Costco in Gainesville.
I'd have to look.
I feel like there's probably a Costco here.
But look at this! Yes, I'm sure we can find one, and I'm sure it's nearby. Yes, it's totally here. Right, boyfriend?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll go to Costco and probably.
I'm
Motherfucker. Excuse me, a dickhead. Come on, I gotta kill one more guy. I'm just leaving the fucking prayer on. The prayer stays on. You have no chance, sir. I'm not even turning this off. I'm just gonna slap you to death. You're the last man. So what do we get? Like 2.5 Slayer levels. We got the Fitty. Good business.
See, boyfriend, you gotta keep on this stuff. You gotta keep on this stuff. This is important stuff for our future
Very
livelihood.
important. Yeah, very important.
Now that we have new room, we need lots of things like people.
Very important. Very important stuff. Very important stuff we got going on here. Apparently there is a Costco, yes. Arcadis knows of the Costco in town. Kind of moved to Florida to experience the shenanigans there. You know, to get stabbed over a chicken sandwich. That was actually Maryland, not Costco. Alligator-related paraphernalia. That's a very real thing. You just see alligators on the side of the freeway like random roadkill. It's kind of funny, actually. Killed 145 fire giants. Ah, and I have achieved tolerance. With that, I have asserted dominance over the fire giant people. They no longer consider me a foe. We're friends now. We're on the same team. We're on the same fucking page. Look at that shit. Love to see it. Okay. Let us go. We've paved the path, my friends, for the boots, I think. I don't know. So the collection log has confirmed what I thought I remembered from Trailblazer League. Now, what I thought was that the boots came from Slayery stuff. And then 50 is fat, sucky pillows. Which means I can go fight the fat, sucky pillows. I don't have to be on a task. I can just go do it. I mean, I will go talk to Cheddar on the off chance she just gives me the task. Because then, you know, we can... 2 birds, 1 stone. You don't go here. Sir, go to your tab. Go to your room. Thank you. You got withdrawn while I had the lock turned off, which is an oopsie poopsie. Put all the armor away. Thank you. I definitely should have brought the Expeditious, but it's okay. I will get a task that's hopefully not quite as slow as that one. That task takes absolutely forever. The way I play RuneScape, the way my brain functions, where my brain meat is, I can't imagine ever extending a task, because it doesn't matter how good the task is. I don't want to do the same task for 4 hours. Like, that Fire Giants task was objectively fucking fantastic for XP compared to a lot of the absolute dog shit I can get as tasks. But it also took like 2 hours. And that's more my priority. I want to do different things. I want varied Slayer experiences. You say go to the other Slayer Master? No, I'd be level 75. Not quite there. If I do another Slayer task or 2 with melee, we should get there. I must become more strong. And then we can go talk to the Mount Karum person. I'm not going that way. I'm going this way. I will talk to Cheddar. Cheddar, can you just give me blood velds? If you just give me blood velds, everybody's life is a lot easier. I'm gonna go kill blood velds anyway, but I would also like to get Slayer XP while I do it. Okay, I don't know what a basilisk is. But apparently I'm gonna need equipment. Wait, no, I think I did Basilisk and Trailblazer. Are Basilisk the guy you need the mirror shield for? That was Cockatrice. No, that was Cockatrice. Have I done Basilisk? What do I do? What is a Basilisk? Oh, it's the same thing. Fair enough, it's the same thing. Okay. I need a mirror shield. So I will have to melee them. Or mage, I guess. Oh, sorry, I need money. How much is a mirror shield? 5,000. You're running a fucking racket, Cheddar. You're running an absolute fucking racket. Oh, well, if you think that's too expensive, why don't you just go buy it from one of the other Slayer Masters? Oh, right! We monopolized! Now, I'll buy literal ice packs for... I mean, I'll also buy a mirror shield for 5,000 because I literally have no choice, but I'll buy literal... She doesn't even care about the Basilisk. I'm just absolute... You gotta respect the hustle, I guess. So the other problem is I don't know where Basilisks are. So we're gonna consult the list, TM. Step 1. Are they in the Fremenic Slayer hole? They're actually a Slayer monster. Are you in the Fremenic Slayer hole? Yes. Step 1 completed. They're in the Fremenic Slayer hole. And they are past Pyrofiends, so they might be a bit of a battle. Pyrofiends are pretty easy, actually. I didn't really have to pay attention to fight them. Cheddar? Give me a mirror shield. I'm going in. Oh, and also I need to go turn this cat in for money and get a different cat. But also, I do have to stop streaming. I do have to go do something else, unfortunately. I had kind of a hard stop time today, so it worked out that the Fire Giant task ended about the time that it did. So, I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, we will continue our RuneScape adventures. We're gonna do more dumb stuff. But I do actually, I have... Today, believe it or not, is actually, meetings day. All of my meetings are today, for some reason. This is... I've gone... I like, living my life thinking... I like the share and the delusion a lot of people have that streaming is just turn on stream, play video game. But I'm reaching a point where I have multiple business meetings in a single day. It breaks the shadow world that I've built for myself where all I have to do is sit down and play the video game and I can just mentally ignore the literal dozens of hours every week that go into off-stream effort. For some reason, meetings is the line where I'm like, damn it, this is a real job now. But anyway... Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for being here. Bonus stream. We accomplished the Slayer task, and we have put a good foot on the road to progress. Tomorrow, I'm gonna slap some fucking blood velds around. And dear God, I sure hope Mithril Boots fall out. Because I'm pretty sure that's where I got him in Trailblazer. I'm almost positive they dropped Mithril Boots in Trailblazer. Anyway, let me see. Yeah, hooray! It's a real job now. Who is on the Twitcheroni? Yeah, it's earlier than I usually stop, so maybe there's somebody else I can raid. There's nobody of the smaller actually would benefit from me level of raid. But there is Ots, who, while it's one of those raiding a gigantic streamer and I'm just an actual drop in the bucket, is both a wildly entertaining and a super fucking nice dude. So I'm just gonna eat y'all over there. Have a good time. He's probably one of the literal nicest people on this entire website. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.
I want them fucking boots.